Today, we will show you the top most frightening and dangerous UFO incidents. These stories, based on real testimonies and documents, will make you reconsider your view of the world and possibly even test your nerves. Much of what I will show you remains unexplained and sparks numerous debates among ufologists, scientists, and skeptics. These stories will definitely make you think about the possible existence of extraterrestrial civilizations and what is really happening in our world. U.S. Congress, what are they hiding from us? I will start, of course, with the biggest UFO discussion in recent years, straight from the U.S. Congress. In Washington in 2023, the U.S. Congress held hearings dedicated to unidentified anomalous phenomena, also known as UFOs. This was a true sensation, revealing terrifying details and raising the question, what are the authorities hiding? David Grush, a former military intelligence officer, testified under oath that there is a long-standing government program for recovering and reverse engineering crashed alien ships. I was informed about the existence of this program, but was denied access to additional information, Grush told lawmakers, adding that the military uses secret funds to conceal these operations. And just imagine, Grush also claimed to know of cases where biological materials were extracted from these craft. I spoke with officials who had direct knowledge of non-human origin aircraft, emphasizing that his actions were driven by a pursuit of truth. But Grush wasn't the only one brave enough to make such claims. Ryan Graves, a former U.S. Navy pilot, also testified, describing his encounters with UFOs as unusual and alarming. These objects are dark gray or black cubes inside clear spheres. They appear suddenly and vanish without a trace, Graves said. He added that once an object flew between two F-18 planes, coming as close as 50 feet to one. Another pilot, David Fravor, shared the story of his encounter with the legendary Tic Tac object in 2004. I'll tell you more about that shortly. It was a smooth, seamless oval that hovered over the water, then shot up 12,000 feet and disappeared, Fravor recalled. He noted that the object's speed and maneuverability were beyond the capabilities of modern technology. These testimonies caused a wave of concern among lawmakers. Although the Pentagon continues to assert that it has found no evidence of programs for recovering or reverse engineering extraterrestrial materials, the growing concern among congressmen and the public demands answers. The Los Angeles Mystery. The most egregious UFO encounter also demands answers, namely, the so-called Battle of Los Angeles. On the night of February 25, 1942, one of the most mysterious and well-known UFO incidents occurred in Los Angeles, later dubbed the Battle of Los Angeles. This event became a legend and sparked numerous speculations and conspiracy theories, as it took place in the midst of World War II when fear and tension were at their peak. It all began around 2 a.m. when air defense systems detected an unidentified object over the city. Suspecting it might be a Japanese attack, authorities declared an air raid alert, and the city's lights were extinguished. Searchlights lit up the sky, trying to locate the source of the threat, and soon several reports came in of large, glowing objects slowly moving across the night sky. The sky was illuminated by the fire of anti-aircraft guns as the U.S. Army opened fire on the supposed targets. Just imagine. Over the course of several hours, more than 1,400 shells were fired, yet no destruction or evidence of hit targets was found. Despite the intense barrage, not a single object was brought down, and no debris was recovered. U.S. authorities later stated that the incident was a false alarm caused by misidentified weather balloons and flashes of light. However, many witnesses insisted they saw large flying objects that were clearly not balloons. For example, one witness, Harold Dahl, described his experience. "We were scared to death. It was chaos. The sky was lit up by searchlights, and we saw huge round objects hanging over the city. The guns were firing at them, but it seemed to have no effect. It was utterly unreal." Later, many theories were proposed to explain this incident. Some claimed it was mass hysteria caused by the fear of a potential attack. Others believed it was secret military tests. But the most popular theory among ufologists is that Los Angeles was indeed visited by alien ships, and the U.S. Army unsuccessfully tried to shoot them down. The Battle of Los Angeles incident remains one of the most controversial and mysterious events related to UFOs. It inspired many books, films, and studies, and continues to spark interest and debate among ufologists and historians. This case has become an important part of UFO history, and still captivates people's minds worldwide. the mysterious Phoenix lights. In 2004, residents of Phoenix, Arizona, witnessed a mysterious phenomenon known as the Phoenix lights. These events were reminiscent of the notorious 1997 incident when an entire American state observed bright, glowing objects moving in a strict formation in the sky. This time, the lights appeared late in the evening. Eyewitnesses described how several bright points formed a massive triangle that slowly moved across the sky. Videos taken on mobile phones and cameras show incredible footage where the objects appeared to move silently, leaving no traces on radar. Among the witnesses was police officer Peter Reynolds, who was on patrol that night. He reported seeing bright lights in the sky and initially thought they were fireworks. But when they formed a triangle and began to move, he realized it was something unusual. He had never seen anything like it before. It was both awe-inspiring and terrifying. To me, such things are simply impossible to ignore. And in general, when we encounter such phenomena, we inevitably start to wonder, what if these are really extraterrestrial beings? If these objects were of earthly origin, why has no government or organization claimed them as part of their research, exercises, or anything else? You know, maybe they are just hiding the truth from us. Another encounter, now in England. On New Year's Eve in our current year 2024, a UFO with a rich history appeared over the English town of Stockport. Housewife Karen Brown saw a glowing, elongated object from her kitchen window and, to prove its existence, filmed it on her smartphone. Experts who studied the photo were stunned, as they had seen something like it before. Indeed, turned out to be the Tic Tac UFO, which was recorded by American pilots in the Pacific Ocean in 2004. The object, measuring between 30 to 46 feet, was recorded on video and tracked by the radar of the cruiser, Princeton. The incident was classified, but in 2017, the video leaked to the public, causing a wide resonance. Even then, President Donald Trump had to comment on the event. He said he had a meeting with experts on the issue, and the U.S. Navy confirmed that the pilots were telling the truth. But when asked if he personally believed in UFOs, Trump responded that he didn't particularly. Experts, as in the case with the American pilots, could not explain the origin of these phenomena, despite various photographs and observations. All these mysterious objects remain an unsolved mystery. The flight attendant's footage. Another unsolved UFO mystery captured on camera is the video by a Wizz Air flight attendant. This happened earlier this year. The incident occurred on a flight from the UK to Poland. According to 36-year-old Denisa Tanasi, she decided to film the beautiful view from the window. Reviewing the footage later, she noticed something inexplicable. A glowing pink object of a strange shape. Denisa said she has been a flight attendant for a year and had never seen anything like it before. She showed the video to the pilots, but they were also baffled. During the flight, they didn't notice anything, and there was no turbulence, the woman added, stating that she is now convinced of the existence of extraterrestrial life. The video shows a pink object moving across the sky at incredible speed, periodically changing direction. It doesn't resemble any known aircraft or drone, raising many questions about its origin. The footage sparked heated discussions on the internet. Opinions were divided. Some users suggested it could be light reflection or a camera effect, while others were sure it was indeed a UFO. The mystery over the Far East. But let's not stop there. In 2018, residents of Russia's Far East witnessed strange lights in the night sky. Several towns reported bright flashes and moving objects. Local researchers conducted their own investigation and concluded that these could be UFOs. They noted that the objects moved with incredible speed and agility, unattainable by earthly technology. Particularly interesting is the case with fishermen who went out on a lake at night. They noticed a huge glowing disc hovering above the water. The object remained stationary for a few minutes, then abruptly shot up and disappeared. The fishermen described the event as the scariest moment of their lives, feeling intense fear and helplessness. When the UFO was hovering almost directly above them, none of the men could even move a finger. Such stories give me goosebumps. Seriously, these stories raise many questions. What if these objects really are space scouts? What goals do they pursue, and why do they choose these places for their flights? Perhaps we still have a lot to learn about the hidden nature of these phenomena. Speaking of which, or rather, what they are hiding from us. A secret U.S. Air Force report from 2015 described an encounter with a UFO. Fighter pilots, during a training flight, encountered an object that did not match any known characteristics. It moved at speeds significantly exceeding the speed of sound and performed maneuvers impossible for earthly vehicles. Radar operators tracked the object's movements but could not determine its nature. The report mentioned possible electromagnetic interference occurring at the moment the object appeared. This led many to think that alien technology might be far more advanced than ours. When I hear such stories from the military, I personally have no doubts about the existence of extraterrestrial civilizations. Despite humanity's efforts, we still don't have technology capable of doing what military pilots report in their documents. But what really scares me are thoughts about the intentions of aliens regarding our planet. They're unlikely to come bringing pies. If the aliens come. Considering all the listed facts and all the UFO testimonies, which, by the way, are very easy to find on the internet, I am increasingly worried about what will happen when the aliens finally arrive on Earth. After reading tons of materials and watching hundreds of videos, I noticed that many researchers lean towards the opinion that the aliens' intentions may not be peaceful. Even in human history, there are many examples where more advanced civilizations conquered and subjugated less developed peoples. Why not assume that aliens might do the same? If extraterrestrial civilizations have technology that allows them to travel between stars, their technological superiority over us would be enormous. In this case, humanity would find itself in a highly vulnerable position, and our planet could easily become an object of conquest or exploitation. I wonder if the world's authorities are preparing for such an outcome. Although, what's the point of asking about that? We, ordinary people, are unlikely to be told anything about it. The world is full of mysteries and enigmatic phenomena, among which UFO encounters hold a special place. These cases raise many questions and assumptions about the possible existence of extraterrestrial civilizations. Although official explanations are often lacking, numerous testimonies and video recordings indicate that we might not be alone in the universe. What thoughts come to your mind when you see evidence of such stories? Amazement? Fear? Write about it in the comments. You can also write to our Telegram bot. Why? So you can get your dream job. If you have video editing skills, can voice videos in Russian, English, or other languages, or write interesting scripts